Alright folks, welcome back. This is Let's Play Sailwind, episode 3. I've actually done a few sails off camera between Gold Rock City and Alchemist Island. I just wanted to keep this off camera since it was the exact same sail as episode 2, and I want to keep things a little bit fresh since this is my first series. So just to update you, we sailed from Gold Rock City to Alchemist Island, which was actually right after the end of episode 2. We took some more tobacco, which gained us a pretty decent amount of gold and reputation. We also took some oranges, which made us a little bit heavy, but nothing too strenuous. And then we decided to sail back to Gold Rock City, where we delivered some alcohol, medicine, and mail. And then we made our final return trip off camera down to Alchemist Island. We got very lucky on this trip because we had 4 separate missions of tobacco to Alchemist Island. We had some green tobacco, blue, black, and brown. I should point out that all of the missions you've seen and in that little sequence there, they were all missions, none of which were trade. I hope to pick up some trade for this episode here, episode 3. So without further ado, we will have a little peek and see what's available to us. Alrighty, so before I head to the merchant to see what's available, I'd like to go over a couple of things that I've mentioned in previous episodes. Just a few corrections I'd like to make. So first of all, this is called the Dow. I've actually looked it up. I'm confident now. It's not the dough. It is Dow. I've just noticed that we are not birthed that well either. Which actually brings me to the next thing I want to talk about. So I also mentioned that there are no spring lines in this game, when in actual fact there are. So for those that don't know, a spring line just secures the boat even more to the dock. It comes in very handy in real life, since I didn't know that they're available in this game until I looked it up. I'm going to give it a little try now just to demonstrate. That's a good thing about recording these Let's Plays. They make me double check what I'm saying to make sure I'm not blabbing absolute nonsense. Okay, maybe there's not spring lines, because as far as I'm aware, that should work. I should be able to click on this and create a spring line. Maybe not, maybe it's too close. No. Okay, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe someone who's watching knows how to do it. I don't appear to know what I'm doing. Let's give this a little try. Nope, not happening. Okay, well, ignore that correction. One correction I can make, which hopefully won't fail in front of our eyes, is this length of timber here. I've been calling it the boom. This is not in fact a boom, this is a yard. Funnily enough, halyard just comes from haul yard, as if to pull the yard upwards, you're hauling up the yard, halyard. There we go, got that one sorted. A boom would be what you see on a gaff sail. So a gaff sail is a sail that would come up here, out here, down, and then there would be another section of timber along here. That would be your boom. So yeah, there's a couple more mistakes or corrections I'd like to make, but they'll be a lot easier to make when we're actually underway. So I'm going to go and have a wee look and see what's available to us. In fact, I'm going to double check where the wind is going. First, it is going pretty much bang on northeast. So let's see what's available to us. We don't really want to be sailing into the wind, but if we do, we will manage. So we're going to do some trading this time. I'll have a quick glance through. I'm just going to look at profit over here, because we've got enough gold that we can probably get a cheaper item of trade. So rum looks like we can get a profit of 33 to Alnalem, only costing us 44, so we could get a few of those, obviously depending on the weight. Beer is also pretty good. It's slightly less profit than rum, but it'll work out because once we pick a couple of rums, that profit will go down. What about water? Water is, well, that's pretty much 100% profit. So maybe we want to take more of those. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for water to Alnalem, but I also want to see if there's any missions to Alnalem to pick up on some reputation. We've got none in the first page. We've got some mail, which is nice and light for 35. That's decent. Any more? We've got some more rum. But that's not good. There's 5 of them, £340. We're going to be pretty heavy with a lot of water and only 38 lions for that, so I'm not keen on that. Right, so it's really just mail. That's okay. So we're not going to get an awful lot of reputation from our mission, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to take the mission last, just to extend the amount of time we've got just by a little bit. So water, weight 68. I think we can get away with a good maybe 6 of these. Let's see. And the profit has barely gone down. I don't really want to take too much more than that, as I would like to be able to sail the boat without too much difficulty. So I think I'm going to go with that for now. I'm not going to forget to get a receipt, because as I say, I'm a sucker for stats. Oh, that's not good. I should probably do something about that. So what I'm going to do is my usual. I'm going to make a cut. I'm going to fill the boat with water. And I'm also going to plug in my charger. See you guys in a little second. Alright folks, so we have a laden ship. We've tried to balance out the water barrels as best as we can for weight distribution. And we also have a laptop with a power charger in it, which is always helpful. So we're going to be going to Alnalem, which if we look at our map, our lovely rolled up map here, we can see is pretty much northwest of us. So we're going to want to sail northwest until we start to see an island in the distance. I think we're most likely to see Isle of Clear Mind, and that'll be quite easy to tell if it's Isle of Clear Mind or not, because whilst we're passing that, if it's on our west, then Gold Rock City should be exactly due east of us. And then from that point, we will sail a little bit further west past the Isle of Clear Mind, and then just bank it direct north to Alnalem. Or we might get lucky and just keep it northwest all the way to Alnalem. Who knows? We shall see. So let's get us underway. I would like to be turning this way a little bit. I'm going to lock the helm. The wind is still going northeast. So I'm going to let out the tiniest bit of sail. That should do it. Oh, looks like we're going to need to sleep as soon as we get going. We're going to release the bow first, but make sure we actually do that, because in the last episode I accidentally clicked the bollard again, which caused just a little bit of damage. We don't want that. We're going to nudge her a little bit just to get her moving along, which she seems to be doing pretty well. I'm very happy with that. So let's jump on board. Crank this on for a little bit, and we need to remember not to leave that on whilst we're sleeping. So the wind will be directly behind us. So to pick up speed first, we will head north. And while she's turning, we're going to release the sheet. So as I say, we will have the wind directly behind us. And we're going to use that just to pick up a little bit of speed north. Lovely. It is going slightly across our starboard side, but that is all good. It's all about picking up speed. So you can't pick up any speed if you don't have much sail down. So let's release our halyard with the yard above, not the boom. And we'll just give her a little minute. Now provision wise, we have 18 water left, 2 water left in our bottle. We've only got a couple of bits of cheese left, but that's okay because we have our fishing rod and we have some fishing hooks. It will be raw fish, but hey, it's all about survival. Now that we've got some speed, I want her to be going about northwest exactly. And when we do that, we're going to have pretty much a beam reach going across to our starboard side. And that's going to be pretty perfect. So we're going to pull that in, sorry. And there we go, she's going to yank round just a little bit. And then it'll get us turned, and then I'll do a little bit of adjustment whilst we've got the right heading. Northwest. Let's make some final adjustments. Don't want to take too long with all this, since I'm pretty thirsty and hungry. Let's just have a couple of swigs. Match that up with our hunger. Yeah, we got about 45 degrees there. I'm happy with that. And we are going north-northwest, which is pretty perfect because I've just got a little reminder to go to bed again. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. And as usual, I will be with you guys in the morning. Good morning. Okay, let's check how we're doing. We still have what looks to me like a perfect beam reach. There's an island over there, which is just west-southwest from us. And Gold Rock is just, funnily enough, north-northeast. So we're doing pretty much exactly as we planned in our sail plan, which is good. And of course, I left the light on overnight. Classic. Let's have a little peek at our map. So we are somewhere, I'm not sure if we're directly in between Isle of Clearmount and Gold Rock City, but we know we're just south of both of them. The southernmost part of Gold Rock City, which I can see, is actually closer to northeast, and then the most northern part is pretty close to north. Yeah, so I think I can work out roughly where we are. I think we're a lot closer to Gold Rock City than Isle of Clearmount. There's a chance that may be a correction in the description, but I'm like 60% confident about that. Can we see anything off to this direction? We've got some slightly choppy seas. Isle of Clearmount. Nothing off to our south. Maybe we can still see Alchemist Island. We can. So now we can do a little bit more accurate. We can work out more accurately which direction we are. So that's south-southeast. So I'm going to draw an imaginary line. North-northwest from Alchemist Island. And then I'm going to go in our east-northeast direction to Gold Rock, and I'm going to go just south of west for Isle of Clearmount. And it looks good. Shame I can't use the cursor to point out exactly where I am. Maybe I'll use my fantastic editing skills to draw a little cross on where I predict we are. We shall see. Oh, and just another thing whilst I'm at it. In the last episode, I couldn't work out why the map was so close and why I couldn't see all the islands. That's because in episode 1, I was playing around with our field of view and completely and utterly forgot I did that. So there we go. So I think at this point I'd like to work, well, I would like to go directly west to nope, that's not Lion's Fang, to the Isle of Clear Mind. But that's precisely where the wind is coming from, so that's not going to be very easy. But I think we can perhaps close haul and go slightly more. In fact, no, we can do that. Yep, we can close haul it and go just above west for our heading. But first, I'm going to have a few more swigs. Maybe a few more, because we're not sure how long we're going to be. I've just noticed I haven't slept that well either. Very realistic. And we will have our last item of cheese. There we go, risky business. Pull this in for a close haul. Use all our muscles. Lovely jubbly. And then we're going to make our turn. Just north of west. The swell is affecting things a little bit. How are we looking? Good. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. Still a bit of a beam reach, between beam reach and close reach. But we are going just north of west, which is perfect. Little update on the island, see if we're going fast enough to have that directly to our west yet. Oh, hold on. That's now southwest, so we have absolutely flown by. We've got some good speed here. Gold Rock City is still northeast. So hold on. That's maybe Neverton then. If Gold Rock City is to our northeast and there's something to southwest, or maybe I'm talking complete nonsense and maybe it's Lion's Fang. Well, boys and girls, now we are playing Sailwind. Oh, I can see an island just off there, which I believe will be Isle of Clear Mind. So what do I want to do about it? Thinking on the spot. We have gone beyond our sail plan there. Wind is coming that way. So, yep, we're going to do what we initially planned to do. Close haul. Oh, shit, boy. Oh, we've got a friend. Close haul at west. And then we'll just head it north once we are getting close to between the islands. I would like to take another little nap. So I'm not going to close haul it too much. And we are going to reef the sail just a little bit so that we don't overshoot. Risky business for Let's Play. But the only edits you'll see were the edits at the start of the video. So, as always, I'll see you guys in later on in the day. Alright, we have woken up. We are still headed west, which is nice. We have a storm coming. Just more south than southeast of us. We have an island over here, just south of west. We've got islands here, which I think that's Lion's Fang, and I think that's actually Neverton over there. But because it's pretty close, I think we're going to head it north, and that's going to, oh shit boy, we're taking on a bit of water there. That's going to get us a little bit, hopefully, away from the storm. Hopefully we've not left it too late to get caught in it. Going to turn the light on because it's scary over here. release a little bit. And we're going to turn ourselves north. Oh, she's struggling to turn. What we might do is we might actually go northwest, just for a little bit. Since that storm is passing, yes, it seems to be passing towards the east. And we are rocking and rolling. We've got a slightly better sleep, but if we hold our heading, I will go for yet another one. Are we? Yep, we're not holding course. Well, that's pretty perfect. Yeah, that'll do it. We'll take that. I don't want to release too much of the sail because it is stormy. We are heavy. I've never capsized in the dhow before, but since I'm recording a Let's Play, that would be just my luck. Oh, a little bit of thunder. I think we're just getting away from it. Just. Okay, we are on a broad reach. Coming up for more of a beam reach, but is that because I'm turning? Yes, it is. So we want to keep our broad reach. Hey. Just like that. Nice little turn. Keep ourselves heading north. So that's the thing. I thought this would be another nice, easy sail. What I did not plan for in our sail plan was thunder, lightning, and storms. I just want to see if... Okay, she's not keeping the heading at all. Maybe pull that in a touch. Oh, it's tough to pull in. But then that should catch us. Oh, I don't really want auto save on. Because if it all goes... Oh, I can't swear, can I? If it all goes wrong, which is the Latin way of saying it, I would rather start again from where I woke up. I don't want to keep saving 5 minutes along, saving little bits of progress, because I know it's, you know, games are not super realistic, but... Or maybe I should save along, I don't know. We can see the moon past the storm. Keeping our light on, just to give me a bit more confidence, stop me feeling scared. And I suppose that looks like we're keeping our heading. This is a good opportunity to have a look here. So our reputation has gone up. We're actually almost at the next level with 1,728 out of 2,000. A retail discount of 10%, which is, you know, not bad. And we can take 4 missions, which obviously we're not doing in this sail. We've just got the one mission, which is mail. We're on day 6. See, we spent a little bit of money. Can't actually remember what day I was on when I finished episode 2. I think it was day 2 or 3. Yeah, I think day 4. This was me making my first arrival to Alchemist Island off camera. And we've also spent a little bit of money, drank some water. I'm not sure what I spent 1 gold on. Alright, yeah, so day 2, we've arrived in Gold Rock City, bought some stuff to sail down to Alchemist Island. Day 3, middle of sailing. Day 4, we've arrived at Alchemist Island. Day 5. Back to Gold Rock. No, I cannot work that out. I'm stressing too much. And then we have our receipt. Mission history here, which actually tells us exactly. Alright. So day 4 was Alchemist Island, and also back to Gold Rock City. Day 5 was, this was our decent tobacco haul. Oh, maybe I lied to you guys as well. Looks like, so I did say we had green tobacco, black, blue and brown. There is no mission history for the green tobacco, so that must have been trade, of which I forgot to get a trade receipt for. So it's all going well, folks. The thunder and lightning is getting a bit quieter, so I think we've gotten out of the storm, or at least out of the super scary part. I think I can just make out an island there, unless my eyes deceive me. The island is coming up to be west of us, which I hope is Isle of Clearmind. Can't see Gold Rock because that's part of the storm. The storm is, it covers just north of east, so yeah, I think we're where I thought we were the first time I did this. And I think I'd like to get another little nap. Hopefully we can wait out the storm. We are holding, I think we are turning slightly west. Oakley dokley. Okay. Oh, nice. We got a full sleep that time. And would you look at that? We have Al-Nalem. So I guess we just need to plan our approach now. I think we'll do a full turn in the direction of Al-Nalem now. Lock that whilst it's turning. Let out a little bit of sail so we catch whilst we're turning. That worked out pretty perfect. We've got really lucky there. I thought we were just going to wake up in the middle of a storm. And since the game auto-saved, well, we were going to have to deal with that. But I'm pretty chuffed. Very nice. Somewhere between a close haul and a close reach. We can probably pull this sail in just a little touch more. And we're making good headway. So that glow, I keep forgetting I've not got my spyglass still. That glow there is on the other side of the island, which means that's where we'll be coming into port. Since the wind is blowing more in this direction, I think what I want to do is sail round, past the port, back in, and then up towards the port. So that is the last minute plan, and that is what I hope we will achieve. Since I'm impatient, we'll do all that with just a wee bit more speed with the sails released fully. I don't think I need the light on at this point in time. Whilst we're at it, do a little bit of North Star practice. You can see the M for Mike pretty easily here. Starting on the left hand side of the M. Up, down, up, down. And then the next star along. Dead on north. Doesn't really help us with this sail, but as I say, always get into the habit of doing that. We will deliver everything and then we'll wait around until all the shops open and get some more food. I was going to do a little bit of fishing, but not whilst it's stormy. We are luffing a little bit by the sounds of things, so we can close haul a touch. Luffing is just when the wind hasn't caught the sail properly enough and she's starting to rock around. What a lovely night. Plenty of bottles of water stocked up for emergency situations. So I'll have a little swig of that. Fill up on water since we're going to be delivering our cargo, and I like to sprint whilst I do that. It's probably better to just walk it and preserve your thirst if you're a bit of a micromanager, but I prefer comfort over micromanaging, and comfort is just getting everything in as quickly as possible. So pretty soon we're actually going to be turning into the wind. So if I just let the vessel sail on beyond, just keep going in this direction, sail on beyond a wee bit more, I should be able to turn in at a bit of a close haul in this direction. Pretty much just a smidge east of south. So I'll wait until a smidge east of south is clear from hitting any land. Ahoy. And it looks like we're about to hit dawn, which is 5 in the morning if I'm not mistaken. That's a complete guess. I haven't actually looked that one up yet. That is my mission for before the next episode. We can see seagulls, a sailor's salvation, knowing that land is near. I'd like to see the game introduce seagulls maybe a bit further out in the water, but I suppose it doesn't matter too much in this archipelago. Excuse me. Since we can see the islands pretty easily anyway. But maybe for ocean voyages, which admittedly I've not done yet, that's the point in this Let's Play, I'd like to get up to that point. It'd be nice to maybe see some seagulls maybe a day or two before you reach land. How are we doing? So just a smidge east of south is still going to whack a bit of land, so we're going to keep it going. Like Gold Rock City, there are a couple of plinths close to the harbour which indicate a sandbank, so we just need to make sure we do everything correctly and not go crashing into anything. I believe that's the Isle of Clear Mine starting to pop up in the background. But yeah, it just shows you, even when you make a plan, you get out to sea, and at least in my experience, you lose all confidence, or at least you sound very confident when you first try and work out where you are. And then another island pops up out of nowhere and just changes things. So, we're going to do a little port tack. Tacking is when you turn and you're heading into the wind. The opposite would be jibing. That's turning with the wind coming up behind you. Just waiting for the wind to catch our sail here. That wasn't the quickest tack in the world, but with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if you count this one, barrels of water in our dhow. She's a little bit heavy. But I think we've caught the wind just enough to have gotten away with that. It might be slow going for now. I'm just going to focus on a point of land and see if we are moving. Okay, I think we are, but not by much. So I'll maybe make a bit more of an extreme turn towards the island, just in an effort to pick up speed. Let's turn into a lovely day. The storm before the calm is what we've experienced. Is that a good title name for this video? I guess we'll see. There's got to be something to do with that storm though, eh? Still got 3 days to deliver our mail, so we've done quite well. And we slept most of it, which is the dream job in my situation, in my opinion. Yeah, so we are heading pretty much straight towards this sandbank. Well, actually, the main bit of land. You can see the plinths indicating a sandbank just past the point of land. The 4 sticky uppy bits. And we've got some cranes and such on Alnalem. Right, I'm just going to use all 2 of my brain cells and work out what my plan is. I think I'm going to do a slight turn, a dangerous turn towards the island just to pick up some more speed last minute, because we're going to tack the starboard and then along, then back in. Can we close haul it actually with the speed we've got? Oh, that's risky. But what is life without a little bit of risk? Nah, I'm too scared. Ignore everything I just said there. We are sticking with the tacking plan. In the space of 3 minutes, I've said I like to live comfortably, and then I've also said what's life without a little bit of risk. Oh, can we pull this in just a touch more? Yes, we can. Nice. I think we're moving slowly. Yes, we are. So we'll continue in this course a little bit. Ah, look. So we've got the Isle of Clearmind, and then I believe that's Neverdun. Out in the distance here, Isle of Clearmind, Neverdun. So yeah, on a good day, we could make money sailing back and forward from Alnalem to Neverdun and never have to panic too much. Or, as I say, we could do Gold Rock to Alchemist Islands. You don't see Alchemist Island when you first leave, but generally you can just head due south in sort of any similar direction between southwest and southeast, and you will see it after a little nap or a wee bit of sailing. I'm going to stop yapping, perform another tack over to our port side. And there's the harbour there. We're going to sail past said harbour, wheek around, and hopefully get a nice slick docking for everyone. Close haul it just a wee touch more. Or sorry, open up a wee bit more. We're going to reef the sail a little bit just to slow down a touch. I'm not going to go too crazy with it now, because I would like to still get a turn. Now, that boat that's off in the distance, is that coming towards us? Because that could make things interesting. There's been a couple of times where I've berthed here at Alnalem, and I've gone, done all my stuff in town, spoke to the locals, made some trades, had a little drink of rum, and then I've come back and that AI boat is just slamming straight into my hull, trying to get to dock just as if I'm not here. So I hope for his sake he is sailing towards Gold Rock City. I hope they sort that out before they introduce damage to this game. It actually looks like we are slightly too heavy in our bow. It could be the 3 barrels of water that's here, potentially. I thought I'd balanced it out quite well, but actually these 2 barrels are probably further forward than they are aft, towards the stern. But too late to do anything about that now. It probably didn't help during the storm, and it probably was partly responsible for why we kept losing our heading. Although that's probably more likely my navigation skills. So I think I'll turn and head towards the edge of land. Whilst we're doing that, we can release a little bit of sail, because the wind will be coming across us from starboard. And as I say, I just want to berth like this so that when I leave, I'll have the wind behind me and I can head out in that direction. And then if I need to turn down here, I'll have enough speed to then turn down and do a little bit of tacking down towards Neverdin, perhaps, or Gold Rock. Or we might go a little bit crazy and try Alank Academy. Or we might go even crazier and try Oasis. Although I think I'd maybe like a couple more toys in here before that, but hey ho. Right, okay, I'd like to completely pull in our sail now, and then I'm going to let it out just a touch. We're going to head towards the port, not directly towards. Just to the right of the bollards on the end. And then we'll make a final turn when we get there. Yep, that'll do me. Let out the sail a little bit, just so that we're still moving. I don't want to stop dead here. If I did, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I could probably just anchor off and swim everything in, but that's not comfortable living. I'm going to fill that, just so that I can sell this in the port as well. And I think I'll deliver the mail first and then go and get a quick bite to eat. Okay. Full turn, lock that. Release the sail a wee bit just to catch the angle. Did we overshoot this, perhaps? Fill that in. Oh, I think we've overshot this. That's not good. Not good at all. Well, that's okay. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. I am the Sailwind expert. Give her a little nudge. On you go, girl. There we go. There she goes. And then she should finish the rest of that up herself. Straighten up the helm. And then we're going to use our brute strength to pull us in a little bit. Don't want to do too much, as I don't want that bow line to get too tight. We just want to do this just to creep us forward a touch. Okay, I think we're too loose actually. Starting to tighten a bit there. You can see it popping out the water a bit. Right, that's happy with that. Grab our stern line. That was not the perfect docking, but they never are here on Shipwreck Sean's Let's Play. Just a smidgen there. And then we're going to release this just a smidgen because that's a bit too tight for my liking. And we're going to deliver our mail. Mission complete. We're not going to bother looking at missions just yet, because as I say, I would like to do a bit of shopping around first. Have a little bite to eat. Oh, fresh date sounds great. That doesn't sound great in my ear though. Actually, looking at nutrition, we need cheese, so let's stock up on that. That will do for now. Going to just shove some dates in the inventory, just for the hell of it. Could do a little bit more shopping. There's a couple of more guys, but I think it might be better just have a wee peek, see what's available. First, oh, I would very much like the broom. I love cleaning my boat. It's such a small thing in this game, but it can be very satisfying. We do need a barrel of water, but then we've got plenty of bottles for now, so yeah, I think we'll survive on the bottles. I might regret that. Might be famous last words. Our candle should survive for now as well. Don't need fishing hooks, so empty bottle. Nice. Don't need one of those. I'm going to take the broom. You've convinced me. It's just nice to do a little bit of housekeeping. Sprint ourselves down. And I'm going to make another quick cut. And then we'll have a look, see what missions are available for the next episode. Alright folks, so we have our barrels of water here. Let's go and get them sold. That's a tidy little profit, particularly for the start-ish of the game. Get our receipt before we buy anything. I'm going to have a quick glance and see what's profitable. Dates to Gold Rock are already looking pretty decent, or to Alank. So that's two options, because dates are nice and cheap. Lamp of Gold Rock, so I could get a couple of those, which would give me about 100 in profit. Dates I could get 4 or 5 of those without completely going skint, and it would get me more than 100 actually, so dates so far is still a better option. That's also good. We've actually got a few options here. Oasis. Okay. Don't want to get anything too expensive at this point in the game. Alright. So we could get, say, 5 dates. And that should get us, well, let's just say after buying them, the profit will go down to an average of 30. That's not going to be a bad profit at all. It's going to be better than I believe our... Where was the thing that I was going to get? Lamb dates, coconuts. Yeah, I think we're just going to do dates, since I've had a little brain fart there. Seems like the smart option. But for a nice little change, we're going to head north to Alank Academy. In fact, you know what's going to decide for us? Missions. We can get spices to Alank Academy. Coconuts 5. I mean, these are all really heavy for not much, but I would like to... More dates. I would quite like to keep ticking reputation over. I mean, we could just take some more mail, I suppose. Yep, I think we're going to go to Alank Academy. How long have we got to deliver the mail? 2 days, that's decent. So I'm not going to bother heading back into town. I think I'll just stock up and I'll end the episode about there. So I'm going to be brave. I'm going to commit to the sale to Alank Academy. In fact, it'll be an easy sale since we've berthed here with the wind behind us. But I will commit for the next episode. So we are accepting that mission. We are taking as many dates as we can fit, really, since it's going to be an easy sale. 10? 10 be good? 12? Going to be a heavy boat. Not enough money, and we've taken 13. Well, isn't that just the lucky number? So that'll do. So I'm going to get the receipt for that. And before the start of the next episode, I will fill the boat with all this, do a little introduction, and then we'll get started. So thank you very much for joining me again, folks. I have been Shipwreck Sean, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. Cheery bye.